Today on the No Jumper News, Adam just recounted a phone conversation he had with 4Extra. And 4Extra made it perfectly clear. He not playing with you, No Jumper Ninjas.
What that mean? What do that mean? He not playing. See, if I was Adam, I'd be scared right now. Do your homework on scared.
Wait, I'm a No Jumper Ninja. What does this mean for me? No, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke, 4Extra. But 4Extra sent a strong message to Adam that he not playing and he feels highly disrespected.
Would like to inform the fans who are monitoring every last moment of this journey. I did speak to 4Extras on the phone on Friday. Now, I will reveal to the people. He was not 100% happy with me. He felt like it was weak for me to be on a podcast with people that he perceives as ops and to ask them what they thought about the situation with his blowing up of his hand. And I get that because realistically,
I get that. If I'm cool with somebody and you put my quote unquote op on a podcast and ask them about my unfortunate situation, I'll be a little mad. I'll be a little irritated. You feel?
you know, this is an op-friendly podcast. There's a lot of people on here.
But I'm gonna stop. But I'm gonna flame up my grabber leaf as soon as I get down this video. Hey, listen, if you smoke joint, get you some grabber leaf. Don't get nothing else, folks. Don't go in the smoke shop and get nothing else. Get grabber leaf. Scroll up your loud. Flame it up. Thank me later. Now listen. I'm just giving y'all some advice, but at the same time, it's like Adam is a podcaster, bro. Adam hosts a TV show. One problem about street dudes is like street dudes think everybody got to play by the same rules, just like you. Like life don't really work like that.
Certain people get along with, don't get along with Sarah. I think he even felt a way about King Pill being on the podcast. We can get into that Zest arc in a moment and everything, but he did feel a way about that, and it was a little bit of a threatening or like an angry vibe to it. Like, pull up on me in the studio. I want to talk to you. Just me and you. I want to talk to you. And I'm like, ooh. I'm like, what are you doing for Extra? Why you acting like that? Why you acting like you a little mad at me? What is that? And he's like, nah, just pull up to the studio. I want to talk to you. And I kept pushing, and that's when he revealed that at least the thing that he wanted to mention that he was annoyed by was me talking to people that he doesn't get along with about his hand or whatever. My response to that really is like, bro, we talk about current events. You blowing up your hand was the biggest thing of that week.
But niggas be kind of, I don't know. Sometimes some people be kind of like, they don't like it when it's done to them. You know what I'm saying? Because you on No Jumper dissing your ops. They can feel the same way about Adam. You know what I'm saying though? But I don't think we should be putting the white boy podcast host into street beef. Like, I don't think, you know,
I'm on a podcast with people that you don't technically get along with. We talking about it. I'm sorry, man. That's just how this goes.
If Adam would have went to that studio, because that invite didn't sound welcome. It sounded like, yeah, pull up. We want to holler at you. Pull up. It sounds like a sub.
So get this. My uncle accidentally became a millionaire because of a bird and some walnuts. Long story short, he driving home from work and a bird flies through his window and try to steal the walnuts that he was eating. Out of nowhere, a drunk driver in an 18-wheeler truck comes out of nowhere, smacks his car, totals it, and he ends up in a hospital for 42 days. Now this is where it get better. He got a lawyer from Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury firm, and they handled all the paperwork, all the appointments, all the additional costs, and my uncle is now a millionaire living in Florida. So if you get seriously hurt, your case can be worth millions. Morgan & Morgan does not play around with lowball offers. They're the biggest for a reason. They've won a lot, and it only takes a few minutes to see if you have a case. They've won $12 million in Florida and $26 million in Philly just for crash victims. That's 30 to 40 times what the insurance offered. If you are in an accident or if you're injured in any way, you should know how to protect your rights. Don't overthink it. Take action to protect your rights, and Morgan & Morgan will fight to get you the compensation you deserve if you become their client. And here's the best part. It's 100% free unless you win some money. If you think you got a case, you're just a few clicks away from changing your entire life. You can start your claim now at www.forthepeople.com/Mac or by scanning the QR code on the screen from your phone's camera.
If he would have went, Adam would have left that studio with his own missing fingers.
Right.
4 Extra feels disrespected. The people around 4 Extra feels disrespected. Now, in this situation, I can't tell Adam what to do, right? Because I don't run Adam's business.
Right.
But if you are the boss, there are certain lines I believe employee and the boss shouldn't cross.
Yeah.
Once that line gets crossed, you got to look in that mirror as a boss and say, hold on, like, what am I doing here, bro? Like, my employees are sending me subtle threats. What's going on?
Yeah,
I've lost complete control.
That's crazy,
case,
though.
bro.
I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy.
I got to now reel things in.
That's crazy.
But I feel like what goes on is because Adam is so cool that Adam becomes friends with these dudes. And when he becomes friends with them, they no longer see him as like the employer, as the boss. They see him as the homie.
That's
so
why you
now
gotta
they can
separate
summon him for DPs, and they can summon him for put-offs, or you feel me? They can summon him to whoop on him.
Right.
Opposed to if this was a corporate job, you not telling your corporate boss, pull up and see what's up. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now, in the case of betrayal or loyalty, I think 4 Extra has a point. A couple of months ago, Adam had the opportunity to interview B Brazy, who a lot of employees thought would have been a great interview for the platform and would have done a lot of views. Even Brick Baby thought that Adam should have done the interview.
How do these LA gang niggas get clout? Like, it's like every day this nigga Flacco speak of some other gangbanger from LA that just got all the clout in the world. And I don't...
But Adam rejected to do the interview because B Brazy and 4 Extra had issues. Now, B Brazy wasn't going to be coming to the building. B Brazy is in jail, so he would have done the interview, virtually. And Adam still refused to do it due to the issues with B Brazy and 4 Extra. So if that's the case, and you showed that loyalty, I think you set a precedent, right? I think you told 4 Extra, hey, if you don't like somebody, we won't interview them, because you set the precedent with B Brazy. So,
but that I don't subscribe to no shit like that, because it's like gang. So what the fuck? If you get into it with Kanye West, I can't interview Kanye. Like you get what I'm saying though? Like that's like, this is business at the end. This is how I feel. This just me personally. You see what I'm saying? But this business though, man. Like what I'm supposed to do.
Expecting that moving forward. Adam can say, hey, bro, like don't punish me for doing the right thing. Don't punish me for being a good friend in that moment. Yeah. But I can't run my business that way. 4 Extra has a lot of people he don't like. Right. So if I made one concession, don't mean I'm going to make other concessions. But 4 Extra isn't thinking that way. He's thinking, hey, bro, the rules have been set. If I don't like somebody, you're not messing with them. But ever since then, Adam has brought on Munchie B as a full-time Tuesday show replacement for Brick Baby. Adam has brought on another 4 Extra enemy, well, not really enemy, somebody he don't like, in Young Ant. He also has been bringing on King Tylenol for multiple interviews on No Jumper, and 4 Extra don't like him. So I feel like even though 4 Extra may have expected the loyalty would be crazy, ever since then, Adam has done a great job at kind of letting him know, hey, bruh, we're going to interview whoever we want to interview, regardless of if you have issues with them or not. Right. And 4 Extra, for the most part, has been pretty good about it. He really hasn't complained, really hasn't said too much about it. He has always been a professional, done his job, and kept it cordial and friendly with No Jumper. Yeah. Even though he was cool with it in the past, it's very understandable. I think everyone watching this video could understand how his mind could change. Especially when he's in the hospital after blowing off his head. Okay. And he turns on the internet and he sees his enemy on No Jumper making a mockery out of his hands, laughing and celebrating him losing his hand. And he's looking at No Jumper like, damn, I've been here for a couple of days and my enemies is already on the platform making fun of me losing my hand. What's going on here?
But you got to understand the business, bro. Adam knows that if he interviews your op right now, because your hand is a trending topic. You see what I'm saying? So he knows if he interviews your op right now, 9 times out of 10, your op is going to say some crazy type shit that's going to get people to click on the interview and watch it. Pause. Listen, I have a mentorship called the Moolah Membership where I'm going to teach you how to get rich with business, YouTube, crypto, stocks, financial literacy, credit, every single way. Now, I became a millionaire by the time I was 23 years old. I'm going to teach you step by step for only $50. Click the first link in the description right now and get added to my group chat where I'm going to give you one-on-one help to make sure you get rich in 2024. Click it right now. Stop tweaking because we got very, very, very limited spots and I don't want you to miss this bag. He don't really care about how you feel about the situation. He just care about the ratings, the views, and the money. You see what I'm saying? Which is, as a boss, that's all he's really supposed to care about. You feel me?
This 4 Extra and No Jumper situation is more serious than you think because Adam would reveal that 4 Extra has been hitting up like competitors of No Jumper and asking them, hey, I can bring my first interview to your platform for $50,000. He even hit up a friend of No Jumper in Vlad and was selling his interview to Vlad as well. Now, Adam would also reveal, now this is the shocking part,
right?
That kind of made me see, okay, maybe this is not heading towards a amicable reunion because Adam will let it slip that 4 Extra doing this may affect the renegotiation process when 4 Extra wants to come back to No Jumper and renegotiate a new deal. Because Adam would also reveal that 4 Extra is currently in an exclusive deal with No Jumper.
So he can't do nothing
The next day, and I haven't spoken to him since then. I actually gave him a call this morning and he didn't pick up. I don't know how late he's sleeping in at this point. But the next day, I got contacted by 2 different people in this content space who told me that they had conversations with him about his request to be paid handsomely for an interview. They both informed me that they spoke to him, that they turned him down, and then they told me how the conversation went. I didn't reach out for this information. They just reached out to me.
Right.
So 4 Extra is out there digging for gold, trying to find someone who wants to invest in his comeback tale.
Nobody's paying you
as
50
far
racks,
as
bro.
if his return interview will be on No Jumper.
You might want to
I
bring
don't
that
know.
down.
I'm waiting to speak to him. So I will have to leave you guys in wait for that information.
Or so
There's your
our,
update.
so people have been in him up, or he reached out to 2 people in this space that we know.
He definitely reached out to Vlad, and Vlad was not feeling it. Vlad said that when he requested that he didn't even make him a counter offer because he just felt like it was so outlandish that it was just not even close.
Yeah, 50,000 is insane too.
I mean, he's shooting for the 50 bands. I don't know where he's gonna land.
His ass
but-
gonna land on 3,000-4,000, gang. I'm sorry, ain't nobody paying. I ain't even trying to be funny, but ain't nobody paying you 50 racks, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think niggas would pay Drake 50,000. You know how much? Do you know how many views you got to get to make $50,000? You have to get about anywhere between, depending on how long the video is, anywhere between anywhere between 4 to about $6 or $7 million. I mean, million views is $50,000. If you on a good day, on a good video, if you get 1 million views, you'll get about anywhere between 7,000 to 10,000. So you need to multiply that by 5 to get 50,000. Your Drake ain't probably it's interviews with Drake on fucking YouTube that don't got 5 million views. So it's like you can't expect yourself to get the same, you know what I'm saying? To get anywhere close to that. And then you can't expect somebody to pay. If I pay you 50,000, I gotta be at least making 75. At least goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Make 50% of my money back. What the fuck?
For sure. Then, I mean, I assume he does one high-priced interview maybe at some point, and then he comes and speaks to me afterwards and tells me, oh, let's get back to a regular content schedule. But the thing about it is that it's like, you know, if he's playing hardball, I'm playing hardball.
Right.
So when it comes time to renegotiate, who knows where we land. So,
Right.
you know, the people out there, you can all wait. You'll find out more information in the near future, but that's where I'm at as far as the 4 Extra return.
Adam is clearly upset. Like, clearly. You can even tell when Adam speaks about, hey, man, if you go ahead and do this and you come back, I mean, am I more inclined to give you more money? I don't. So Adam is clearly upset, but Adam kind of knows you kind of have to play nice in this situation because when you're somebody who runs the company, 4 Extra is talent. You kind of want to retain that talent, even though you personally
You don't wanna
feel like
burn
you
that
got
bridge.
burned by your friend.
Right.
You kind of want to still play nice because he's still your employee that you want to retain.
Right.
So Adam is trying to play nice, but eventually, man, Trapler Ross and Brandon kind of call Adam out like, bruh.
Like, man.
You feel a certain way, man. Like,
Right.
just say, like, you feel like he crossed you. You feel like he did you wrong. You feel like you were loyal to him and he crossed you. Just say it.
Right.
And they did a really great job at pressing Adam over this.
That's totally fair.
But 4Extra had an exclusive deal with No Jumper. That being said, it wasn't contractually binding, but I'm also just not going to sue 4Extra. So that's why I don't,
Yeah.
Adam, I feel like
It's Brett.
I feel like there's like a degree of maybe saltiness just in general that you kind of don't want to play ball with his new attitude. Is that fair? Like not getting invited to the hospital, him wanting to get the money. Like, are you feeling as good about 4Extras as you did before this happened, or do you feel like there's a little bit of animosity there?
I'm still feel the same way I felt before. Well,
I don't think
That's
there's any
the homie.
animosity. I just don't think Adam finna drop the 50K.
Man, you get
Hell
paid
no.
to say that. This
that don't
is
mean
fuck.
shit.
I'm detecting the microaggressions.
nah.
Stop.
The only way I
Just
feel,
keep it real.
I
A couple
feel
microaggressions.
a little bit of a way
The
because he
hospital
been
shit?
acting weird to me.
I feel like
he
him
acted
not
weird to me on the phone
But
the
at
other
least
day,
you're-
like he's salty about me asking his op what they thought about him blowing
But
his
it-
hand off.
but
I
at
mean,
least you're-
to me,
fresh, though.
that's kind of like, oh, okay, you like don't even get how No Jumper works if you think
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
But
Exactly.
you at least admit.
Exactly. You don't understand how this works if you think that he wasn't going to do that. Like,
Admitting it, you trying to pretend like it don't phase you. You cool. We can tell.
Brandon,
even-
I'm a ruthless businessman.
but you're also irritated and you're a little bit upset with 4Extras for trying to go elsewhere with the content when you've been so loyal to him.
No,
Let's
he
be
can
real.
go do that.
4Extras is
How am I
unhireable
loyal to
beyond
him?
No
I
Jumper.
fuck with him, but I'm asking his op about his hand. So
Right.
why can't he go try to get a bet?
I respect Adam for that. Nigga, I'm not overly loyal to him. I'm on the podcast asking his op about his blown up hand. So how would I look getting mad at another nigga for going to go to another interview to get some money? I can't. Honestly, bro, that was some real nigga shit.
Hey, from Shannon Sharp.
Because he no jumper.
Brilliant poker face. Brilliant poker face. But I've been friends with Adam for about 3 years. I can tell you this, okay? Adam's pet peeve, because I've seen Adam deal with people, breakups, mending friendships. Adam pet peeve is feeling like he's being held hostage. Feeling like he don't have control over certain things. Like, for example, when ADT Route and everybody was at No Jumper, Adam began to feel a way when he felt like his business was kind of like going away from his grip. He felt like his business, he didn't have complete control over his business anymore.
Yeah.
It felt like people in the building who he employed essentially in some aspect had more power than him, in terms of like what happened on certain shows, in terms of who was hired. He just felt like, man, like I'm losing control of the ship. And then he made changes. So with this 4Extra situation, Adam is feeling like, yo, I'm losing control here.
Yeah.
I'm being held hostage here.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like, yo, I get 50,000 or else I'll lose you.
Right.
And when you put Adam in that situation, Adam is always going to take the other route. Like when you tell Adam, hey, it's either me or this person, Adam is picking that person. Adam hates being given alternatives
ultimatum.
or feeling like he's being held hostage.
Yeah.
In this situation with 4Extra, he can say he's not affected by it, but when he's asked to expound on the business relationship and how things can be mended, his words would tell you he has an issue with it. Because when Trapler Ross would press him further, Adam would say, hey, listen, you can do whatever you want, but I'm going to do whatever I want. And I can't guarantee that you doing what you want won't affect, your salary or how you're paid over here.
Right.
It's like you guys were kind of working, you got a contract. Yeah, contract's not really worth anything, especially working with a street dude that's just going to say fuck off. You can't really sue somebody
Goes
that's
to jail whenever.
in the streets that don't care. But it's like, I guess it's just. Do you feel like maybe there's a version that you could negotiate? Maybe a 25,000 would be worth it to No Jumper for his first interview, or is that out the window?
No, it's
No.
not
Real.
worth that much. No,
Not worth that
But he
much
was doing
either.
numbers before, right? Before this happened, he was still getting numbers in the door.
25,000 is so much money.
What's the number that you would be happy?
Even
with?
25,000 again, bro. You're gonna have to get 2, 3 million, 4 million views to goddamn make the money back.
the same one we were doing before. But I'm not. Either way, all I'm saying is that
Like,
I
come on,
fuck
man.
with him. But am I gonna like give him a huge bump in pay because he blew his hand off? I don't
Right.
really understand that.
But you've
Right.
got to admit the price gone up, right? He was
He's hot
national.
property,
He's
for sure.
national news. You got to admit that his price went up, and maybe you do got to put in a little more to get this.
He is wise to play that card.
How
I'm
can
I'm not biting.
how can he how can
He
his
can
pro-
get some money.
that's
For sure.
Yeah,
can
he should go get
he
it.
can get some
That's
And,
money.
and then he could come home, and then we could have another
That's like
conversation. But it might not be as good as it was before.
Right.
That's like-
Might up your prior deal by going somewhere else.
Right.
Do you think he could hold down a pod of his own? Like, if you said, okay, well, here's the deal, we're going to give you a really nice amount. Your comeback's going to be on this pod, and it's going to be like an end of the day type thing, and you're gonna run this off the back.
In theory, I think that there could be something there. That being said, I do feel like I'm not really into the idea of just giving people shows. I think we all saw how that went with DW Flame and Brick Baby, where they were all of a sudden they were taking money from girls to come on and do wig infomercials and shit. Like, I'm not into giving anybody that much freedom on the platform. I feel like anything that we're gonna do at this point needs to be a little bit more managed. It needs to be a little bit more controlled.
Yeah.
Because all right, I'll give you an example. Is that at one point we tried to do the Crip Mac show,
Yeah.
and we had Crip Mac reacting to different clips and videos, which, you know, a lot of people do that kind of content on YouTube. Even like Mr. Beast had like a reaction channel around the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
time.
yeah.
So I'm thinking Crip Mac reacting to stuff is
Gold.
great.
Right.
I don't think it didn't really work because it's like people wanted to see Crip Mac and me. So you have someone who's totally wild, crazy, funny, ridiculous, and then you have someone who's at least a little bit normal in the form of me. And that way, like, you have the crazy person playing off the sort of normal person. And I think that if it's just a crazy person being crazy the whole time, not to say that Forrest is just some crazy dude, but like, I wouldn't say that he naturally knows how to put a podcast together on his
Right.
own. I feel like he's always going to have to be offset with somebody who
Somebody else who
can kind of like
organize.
rein them in a little bit, because
Yeah.
otherwise it's going to be like, you know, you see this 3-minute clip, it's probably going to be like a 2 hours of that.
The
Right.
possibility that 4Extra would come back at this time and get a reduce in payment, I think the possibility for that is absolutely zero. Now, it's a good negotiation strategy to start off at a lower number, but it's a almost 0% chance. Because let's just say 4Extra was making, I don't know, $7,000 a month. If he comes back and they offer him $4,000, is he going to take it? I don't know.
Right.
It depends what's out there. It's the possibility of 4Extra doing 3 interviews for $2,500 a piece every month.
No.
Is that a possibility? Is that out there for him?
No.
Would a Kim Capone pay him, let's say, $2,500,
No.
or other platforms
Not
every
every
month
month.
recurrently?
No.
Like, no matter what,
No.
you got $7,500 coming in?
It's not realistic.
I don't know. Maybe that's out there for him, especially right now.
Right now, yeah. But every single month, I don't think it's very realistic. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think it's very realistic. Just me personally,
But yeah, I don't think he's gonna take less. I think, is he gonna come back and ask for more? Possibly. Is Adam gonna do it? I feel like Adam really wanted that first interview back
yeah.
because he feels like,
Did it go viral?
yo, I've paid a lot of money up front. 4Extra has went to Jill a couple of times, so
Yeah.
we really haven't really got all the content we paid for out of
Right.
4Extra yet.
Right.
So that first interview back would have done like 1 million views, and Adam would have
For
felt
sure.
really good about it.
For sure.
So another platform getting that 1 million views, Adam would pretty much say, you know, man, the second or third interview may not hit as much, man. I'm not really inclined to give you a bump for
Yeah.
10 or 15,000 a month. But let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about?
I don't know. It's kind of petty though. Like,